you, cause it can get ugly before it gets beautiful.
Hey y'all, hey. Happy Wednesday. That's right. I'm having a raw moment. I invite you in to my house this morning, in my bathroom, no less. Oh my God. Early in the morning to talk about what's on my mind. What the hell is on Roy's mind this morning? Well, I'm just thinking about people in relationships that are toxic. How people make excuses. The one that's the abuser will make excuses in a relationship. And I know I just jumped right in. Who make excuses in a relationship that they're not beating you. They don't feel that they're doing anything abusive to you. But you can suffer abuse just merely by words, right? That's what that judgment that I keep flashing across the screen is about. More to come on that later, okay? But how many times have you felt judged about something that you did in your life? Or a choice that you made, okay? Who are we as human beings to judge each other on the decisions that we make as individuals? How does that judgment affect us in our lives? I used to say, words don't hurt, words don't hurt, words don't hurt. But you know what? Words do hurt. Okay? Words do hurt. Okay? You have to be mindful as to what's coming out of that mouth and what you're pouring into somebody else. You don't know what other people's triggers are, what their problems are, what type of trauma that they're suffering through. You know what I'm saying? So when people go around calling people names, especially in relationships, how could someone say they love you? Okay, and you have a significant other that says they love you. Oh my God, you see me. This is the life. Taking out hair. When you're trying to do the right thing and take your hair out and try to look half decent, this is what we got to go through. How many people are in relationships, right, where they have a significant other that says they love them? Okay? They love them, right? But in the midst of that love, they use words that are abusive, right? That tear their significant other down, right? That makes him or her feel bad, okay? Do we think about it when we're saying these words at the time, what the long-term effects can be of these words, right? And is there a way we can communicate with each other better without calling people harsh names? I've had the experience of hearing people say, oh, I'm not abusive, I don't hit my wife, or I'm not abusive, I don't hit my husband. But abuse is more than just hit. Okay, y'all. Okay, don't let nobody try to make an excuse and say that they're not abusing you because they're not hitting you. And don't let anybody turn around and try to make you feel bad about the choices that you make in life if you want to walk away from a situation like that, okay? Because, listen, you have to protect your peace. You have to love up on yourself, right? And you have to have enough love to love up on your grandchildren and everybody else that need love. But first and more importantly, you have to love yourself first. One of the things I always said to myself was, I love you, but I love me more. You know what I'm saying? And I listen on Coffee with Friends to all the different, relationship trauma that we have going on right now in different situations. And some people don't know how to walk away from situations like that. And I'm not here to say that it's easy to walk away from a situation like that. And I'm not here to say call anybody stupid, because I would be just as bad as the verbal abuser. Stupid for the decisions that they make. I just say, listen, hold on to a support system. If you have a support system, friends, a sibling, someone that you're close to that you could talk to about your problems. One second, because I need to get my I thought I was going to get my pick, y'all, but listen. This is what happens. I sometimes I do my hair in the other bathroom, and then other times I'm in here, and so my pick is right here. But don't let anybody make you feel bad for the choices that you make if you decide to walk away from a situation like that. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for trying to make a change for what's better. Again, we must protect our peace. We can love up on people all we want, but we got to love ourselves first, okay? Because people can damage people. Right? And I've been posting a little tidbits about something that I'm working on and that I'm going to be releasing in a couple of months. But the message is so powerful that I need to unpack it nicely, right? But in the meantime, I'm just going to be dropping some thoughts out there about how people use words to hurt each other. And we as a people need to do better than that, especially when we're in relationships and we say we love on each other. You cannot love someone and tear them down mentally. No. Okay? That's a form of manipulation, and that's a form of control. Okay? You can't tear someone down because they hold different values from you. Right? Those are things that y'all should have discussed in a relationship from the beginning. You know, when you get into relationships and people start having these mandatory things from you all of a sudden, oh, I need you to be religious. I need you to be this. I need you to be that. And then when you don't be those things for them, they start to manipulate you. They start to make you feel like shit. They start to call you outside your name. You know, they try to do everything they possibly can to tear you apart. Baby, get away from it. Get away from it. That will cause you trauma. That is toxic, okay? That is not love, okay? Love is allowing your partner to be free and to express themselves to the best of their ability, but still have a level of respect, okay? I'm not saying relationships are not going to have problems, because all relationships have problems. Everyone makes a mistake. No one is perfect, okay? And so if you are in a relationship and you make a mistake and your significant other remains pinning you on that purgatory wall, reminding you of the mistakes that you make over and over and over again, that's also abuse. Okay? Because they're using your mistakes that you've already probably discussed, you've already probably apologized for, right? But they're going to use those mistakes against you as a form of manipulation to make you feel bad because you did something to them that might have hurt them in the past. But baby, you've already said sorry for that. So fellas, ladies, stop allowing people to manipulate you based on your past mistakes. It's another form of abuse, okay? Right? Just because you're not being boxed upon does not mean that you're not suffering abuse. You know, I sit here and I do my hair in the morning and I think of these things as I'm getting ready for coffee with friends, because I listen to all kinds of conversations, and I myself have my own life experiences that I base some of these conversations on. You know what I'm saying? And so I have been in situations where people, me myself, I am a strong woman, right? I mean, deep down inside, do I have fears? Yes. I'm scared about a lot of things, okay? I get afraid, you know, but the one thing that I do not allow is my fear to allow me to stay in toxic situations. I can't do that. I can't, because my mental state is so important to me. You know, I told this story before, and it's on YouTube, where I have suffered depression at one point in my life. And so I know what that feels like. You understand what I'm saying? And so I myself, when I navigate through life and I identify where someone is mistreating me or beginning to mistreat me, I got to go. Right? And so I'm not standing here telling you on this video recording something that I myself had not gone through and had not had to execute my exit on. We should not continue to live under the umbrella of abuse in any form, okay? And when that same person that abuses you uses words to hurt you, judges you for your mistakes and your errors in the past, and then uses that same mouth to tell you they love you, this is what makes a person lose their mind, and then all of a sudden the man calls the woman crazy, right? You know, when someone expects you to tolerate all the nonsense, right? The abuse, the manipulation, okay? And then when you react to it in a negative way, then they turn around and tell you you're crazy. Listen, men, women, because this is not just for the women. Men suffer verbal abuse all the time, okay, from their significant others. Okay? If you are suffering verbal abuse, don't make them think that they are better than the next person because the next person that they're comparing it to lays hands. No. The pain, the hurt, the scar, the trauma still is there. You still have to heal from it, whether it's verbal or whether it's physical. Okay? You know, I have a friend, and the one thing she said to me, you know, it made me think. She said her boyfriend called her outside her name one time. The first time. And they argued about it, and then they eventually got, you know, disgusted and got past it. He apologized. She said when he did it the second time, she packed up her shit and she was ghost. Do I blame her for that? No. Because he did it the first time, he apologized for it, and then guess what? He did it again. That was a sign. That was a sign that this was going to be a pattern. That he was going to be the type of person to keep apologizing for calling her outside her name. You got to know. You got to set your boundaries. And you got to know when enough is enough. All right? And so, kudos to her. The second time, guess what she did? She packed up her shit and she left. The comfort of her home. You know why? Because this is more important. And I just wanted to hop on here and tell y'all that. Okay, while I was taking out my hair. And hopefully, I don't have any twists hiding in here. My hair has been twisted for a couple of days. When did I do it? Saturday? I don't know. But I wanted to take it down today. I did. I wanted to take it down today and see how it was doing. And it actually came out okay. You know, one day I'm going to blow this hair out and see how much length I have. But I'm scared of all that heat. I stretch it a little bit sometimes before I twist it. But I try not to make it a habit to put heat on my hair because I don't want it to dry out. Well, beyond that, I had a really bad experience. And heat scares me sometimes. So, every now and again, I want to know the length of my hair. But then again, I'm not that. I don't want to risk damaging it. So, it's going to be whatever length it is this way in its kinky state. But guys, thank you for joining me this morning. This was a raw moment, and I appreciate you keeping me company while I get ready for coffee with friends. This is what I do every morning. I get up and I get myself dressed and ready. And, listen, y'all know I don't have no big major outfit on, but I don't have a big major outfit on. But I do put my little t-shirt on and my yoga pants, and I put a little lipstick on just to make myself feel good. We don't go anywhere, right? I don't get up. I don't go to work. I don't get to wear my clothes. All I get to wear is raw to the bone and some leggings. So why not? Why not? Why not? Why not put Put some lipstick on, right? Make yourself feel good. You know, I'm also even thinking about going back and starting to get my massages again because my body is so tight, and they started taking the money out of my account again. And I'm going to call them today to find out what their COVID precautions are so that I can be sure that they are safe, because I don't want to take any chances with them not being safe and not having the right precautions. I want to know, how are they ensuring that their masseuse workers do not have COVID? Because to me, it's beyond taking the temperature, right? Because my brother had COVID and he didn't have a fever. I mean, so when they take your temperature, there's no guarantee that they don't have COVID. But I don't know. But look at, my glasses are dirty, but that's okay because I'm going to clean them when I get in the kitchen. But look, y'all, I'm almost ready for Coffee with Friends. But I just want to say thank you for joining me while I get ready for Coffee with Friends in the morning and having a raw moment and talking about, how words hurt, how using words to hurt other people is a form of abuse. It is mental abuse. It is verbal abuse, okay? And it is no different than the physical aspect of abuse, okay? It actually hurts just the same, right? Words affect people. Okay, so you have to keep these things in mind. Words affect people. Be conscious what you say, right? If we just learn to treat people how we want to be treated, life would be so much better. And I'm not saying that we're not going to make mistakes, right? I call people outside their name all the time, right? But you have to, circle back around and realize what you said and what you did and take accountability for it, right? But you can't go around constantly beating down on the next person, especially your significant other, and you tell them that you love them. How is that love? Loving someone is allowing them to be who they are, right? And accepting them for who they are. That's loving them, speaking to them with respect and caring and nurturing them. And if you're the man of the house, then you are providing and protecting. And I'm not talking about just picking up heavy things and putting heavy things down. Okay, I'm talking about providing and protecting for her physically and mentally. Ensuring that she is covered. And ladies, we have to do the same thing for our men. Words hurt. So listen, this is a raw moment on a Wednesday, and I need you guys to walk away from this and understand what we say with our lips, right? And how we deliver our messages. Communication is a beautiful thing, but it could be the worst thing in the world as well if we don't do it correctly. Words hurt people for long periods of time. Somebody can get punched in the face, have a black eye, put some ice on it. I say this all the time. And eventually the black eye will go away. But that scarring on the inside from the words and the pain and the experience that person had to go through, they're going to carry that for a while. Even when you look at them and they're smiling, behind that smile, you never know what pain they're carrying. You never know. But anyway, I appreciate you joining me this morning for a raw moment. But it's not over, because at 8 a.m., I'll be hopping on Instagram, going live, and shooting it up with my Coffee with Friends members. Come on, everybody that joins Coffee with Friends is Coffee with Friends members, right? Alexa, on. It's nothing like a little music in the morning. Come on, let's end this. Let's end this with some music. Oh, shoot. Alexa, louder. And we just talking about relationships, and look what's playing. Hey. It lasts forever. And we just talking about relationships. Look what's playing. Hey. As y'all can see, I love music. Alexa, louder. Come on. Let's make it last. Listen, make it last. All right, perfect song. Make it last forever, ever. How you gonna do that? Don't let our love, listen, don't let your love end. How you gonna do that? Better communication. Let me hear you tell me you love me. Don't use negative words against me. Come on. And this is a word and a raw moment. But with that, I'm out. I'm just gonna continue listening to this shit right here. I'm out, y'all. Peace.